Hey guys.
We're here today to check out a band that I feel that it deserves some love. Now, the name of the band is Siamese. They have a new album coming out Friday, December 10th called Home. This is one of the songs on the album, Can't Force the Love. I reviewed the album, and it was one of those records that at the beginning I was like, I normally don't listen to music like this, and I kind of want to hate it because I don't listen to music like this. And then by the end of the album, it's like, I cannot hate it because this is fucking good. And I love it.
Unlike the song, he was forcing the love because we were in the car. I'm trapped with this guy, and he's like, you know what's about to happen, right?
I gotta show you this band.
And he played like 5 songs. And listen, he showed me this song. We both know this song.
Yeah, but I've never seen the video.
We've never seen the video. And I like the band too. I'm not overly in love like you are.
I'm balls deep.
But I enjoy it. Like I actually enjoy it. It reminded me of some of the stuff I listened to before we started the channel and stuff. So it kind of brought that nostalgia back to me.
I just want to say this. It's one of my. This album is going to be in my top 5 albums for the month of December. I'm blown away by this record. I'm honestly like I said. I started off. I even mentioned in my album review that when I started this, I was going to give it a very bad review because I don't listen to this kind of music anymore. And I'm like, I want to hate this, but I can't hate it. It's fucking good. I love it.
And it comes down to one thing.
What?
The beautiful vocals.
Oh, fuck the vocals in this band. All right, guys, enough. I just want to give this band some love. I want to give them some attention. They have a new album, Home. Go check it out. But before you do, check out this. And if you like what you're going to see and hear in this one, go show them some love. All right? Let's do this. You ready?
Yeah.
Tell you one thing, I should have shown you all my scars before they tore us apart. You could have known right from the start. I was so afraid of looking weak, lost in my ways in too deep, knowing that in my soul was tearing me in two. I'm sorry that I couldn't face the truth, 'cause I could feel it in my bones. Knew we would never be enough. Too much of even though I tried. I cannot force a love, can't force a love. You burn yourself on something cold, because I
I gotta go first. I just gotta say a bunch of things about this. First of all, I really connected with this album from a lyrical perspective. I feel like this is and I don't want to call this metalcore because when I listen to this record, the record has rock, the record has metalcore, but the sound is somewhere in between those two.
It also has some tech, like...
it has some electronic, like...
Electronics.
Some electronic elements. We were trying to figure out what is the genre.
And we said, I can't remember what the other band was, but we said it was like a combination.
3 Days Grace and Polyphia.
Yeah, 3 Days Grace and Polyphia with some metalcore-ish stuff in there. But that's not a genre, that's just combination.
That's just influences.
Yeah. But that's what it reminded. It reminded me a lot of Polyphia. It reminded me a hell of a lot of 3 Days Grace, like a shit ton, a lot of 3 Days Grace, but it had that feeling of metalcore.
Yeah, and I felt like this album is perhaps I'm going to use metalcore as just a baseline here, so don't hold me to it. But this is like a metalcore Taylor Swift because the whole album feels like it was written about a breakup.
Yeah,
like the whole album. And you know what? It took me back to my youth. Like this song, "You Can't Force the Love." If you follow the lyrics. When I was a kid, when I was your age, sometimes I wanted to impress a girl, so I try to be somebody who I'm not, so I could force the love. But then you're being somebody who you're not. Eventually, your real person comes out, and then the relationship doesn't work because that's not who you sold the person on, right? You create this fake facade. So when I was listening to this song, it kind of reminded me of that, of like the moment that for me, my love life changed. Was the moment that I realized that, hey, I'm going to be me. And the person has to love me for who I am, the way I am. Not try to fix me, not try to change me, and I'm not going to try to force the love by being somebody who I'm not. And that's when things change. I took his mother on the first date. We went to A&W. I was like, fuck, if she's down with like fast food and not being a big spender, this is the girl for me. On the second date we went to Taco Bell, I farted all the way back home. And I was like, fuck, if this girl can put up with fucking Taco Bell and farts and me farting and shitting and whatever, she's the woman for me. We've been married ever since because we got married not too long after that. We did it only for like a couple of months, 6 months. We got married. And look, we've been married for like, what, 20-something years? 23, 24, 25 years?
This is the shortest, like, relationships that
I just know it. That day, when I walked home from Taco Bell and I farted, and not like fart hiding it, I was fucking like announcing it. I was announcing it. And I was like... And
were you like talking to her and then you would squeeze one out and then you would just continue the conversation?
Yeah. I was just like... And she's like, are you farting? I was like, yeah, like if we just fucking had Taco Bell, what do you think is going to happen? You think I'm going to write a novel? No, I'm going to fart all the way home. And then I was like, if she goes on a date with me tomorrow, which she did, I was like, this is the girl for me. I don't have to look any further. I want somebody that takes me for who I am.
A&W first date.
A&W first date, and we went to see a movie with Norm Macdonald, rest in peace. We went to see a movie with him, which was absolute shit. And then we went to Taco Bell and I farted. So it's like, fuck it. I was like...
Why have I never heard this story
before? We can't force the love, man. We can't force the love. You just gotta be who you are and find that person that accepts...
You were forcing the farts, though.
No, I wasn't forcing. It was coming out naturally.
Loosey-goosey?
Huh?
If they were loosey-goosey?
Yeah, man. Like, as you're walking, you know what I mean? Like, the butt cheeks tend to open a little bit wider.
Yeah,
and, you know, like, fucking shit comes out. Literally, shit comes out. So what I'm saying to you is you can't force the love. You gotta be who you are. So when I was listening to this album... I thought about Taylor Swift because she writes albums about breakups.
Yeah, she gets a breakup and she writes an album.
Yeah. And this whole album, if you go from the first song to the last song, it's all about like relationship, at least to me. That's what I took from it. It's all about relationship problems or issues. And this song to me really connected because of what I'm just telling you. I stopped trying to force the love. I stopped trying to be who I wasn't just to impress that person. No, fuck that shit. You are who you are. You gotta find somebody that takes you for who you are. Like my mother always said, for every pot there's a cover. You just gotta find the cover. You know what I mean? Like that's all there is to it. So I really connected with this album. And this band, for as much as I wanted to hate it, because I really did, wanted to hate it, I love it. The vocals are phenomenal. I know there's going to be those purists say, this is not metal or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. If the guy has a great voice, the guy has a great voice.
Music is good, the music is good. Voice.
Exactly. And if I like it, I like it. I don't have to justify myself to anybody. So the moment...
And then you found out the lead singer follows you, didn't you?
Yeah, we're friends on Facebook. But I didn't even realize that until afterwards. You know what I mean? I actually did an interview with him as well to talk about the album. So the point being is, I honestly really like this record. I can't get enough of it. And it's funny enough that two of my favorite albums of the year are two bands that I started off with wanting to hate it as much as possible, which was Having in Hiding by Imminence and now these guys. Both of them are going to be in my top 10 albums of the year. I'm 100% sure of that. And both of them, at the starting point, I was like, what the fuck is this? A label picked this up? A label thought this was a good idea? And look at me now. I'm balls deep in both of them.
Balls deep.
In both of them.
I'm talking about balls deep.
All right, enough of me talking. I know you heard the song already, but now you got to see the violin and shit.
Yeah,
which is also something Eminence does.
Yeah, but you
with
told
the
me the
violin.
lead singer was doing the violin.
I thought the lead singer did the violin. I guess not.
What, some points for me, man.
Oh, the guy looks like Roman from Ginger. How can you?
He does. He
How
does.
can you fucking
He
hate on the
does.
guy?
No, like I said, I enjoy this band as much. Like I enjoy this band. For me, they're in that same wheelhouse as Eminence in the fact that I enjoy them both a lot. But it's like I haven't heard as much as I need to fully like.
They're not as heavy, by the way.
No,
as Eminence.
but I don't mind that. You know, with me, if it's music and it's good, I like it.
Okay.
As long as the music is good, I'll stand by the. Out of the songs you showed me, though, this was my favorite. Out of the songs you showed me,
This is the best song in the album, by far. The best song. It's not the only. I mean, the album is all good. There's no really bad songs on the record, but this is my favorite one. This is definitely my favorite one, and the video is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Them just playing around in the violin. The violin is this a thing now? Every band has a guy playing the violin?
I mean, if you're gonna have like a metalcore band, you need to have. I think some bands are realizing that if we want to be metalcore, we can, but we can't just be a run-of-the-mill metalcore band. We have to have something.
Spice things up?
Yeah, and then we're like, we have a good vocalist. So many metalcore bands have really good vocalists. We need something else. Because you can't just get away with just vocals anymore.
That's true.
You know?
That is true.
These guys have amazing vocalists, but you like the vocalist a lot. But when I heard this song for the first time, I thought of how good his vocals, but I also thought of how nice the guitars kind of meshed in with the vocals.
You know, a funny thing about this band is when I first listened to the album and I did the review, I didn't even realize that they had a violin player on. Because the sound of the violin throughout the entire album is kind of blended in with some electronic elements.
Yeah.
And it's really, sometimes it pops out, but just because it pops out, it doesn't mean that there's a guy playing the violin. It could be a backing track of a violin, right? So I listened to the album, it's like, you know, I like that stuff. But it wasn't until afterwards that I was like, shit, they have a violin player there? Fuck, that just, elevated my appreciation for the band. I just want to give them some love, man. These guys, this album came out of left field for me. I was not expecting to like it. I was not expecting to love it. I wanted to hate it because I couldn't categorize it under one specific... Because I'm like, this is not metalcore, but this is not rock. This is not even hard rock. It's like a fusion of all of these different influences. But fuck it, I got to the point where it's like, you know what? I like it. And if I like it, I like it. I don't have to justify it. Just like, my obsession with furniture porn. Fuck, I don't have to justify it.
Furniture porn, man.
Stack those chairs, baby. All right, on that note, guys, hit us up in the comment section. Your thoughts about the band Siamese. Their latest record, Home, hits on Long Branch Records, December 10th. Hit us up in the comment section. Your thoughts, not your prayers, but just your thoughts on this band, on this song. And we'll see you guys at the next video.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
See ya.